Afternoon, everybody. Beautiful afternoon outside. It's really hot outside, but I've been in my studio today. I'm quite motivated this afternoon, and I've been finishing off painting behind me that you can see, which is called the Flowers of Monet's Garden. And that's following a visit I made not last week, the week before, to Monet's Garden, which is near Paris. And what an incredible experience that was. If you're into gardens and flowers and colour, then right now it's the time to be. Time and the place to be. So we went and we visited the lily gardens first, the lily water gardens, and beautiful. I mean, I wasn't expecting some of the lilies to be out, to be honest, but I thought it was a bit early, but no, there were some lilies out, and it was just beautiful, so peaceful, even though there was a lot of people there, but it didn't feel too overcrowded. Which is amazing. So I have been sort of filming a few little bits and pieces, and I will be putting them on my Facebook art page over the next couple of weeks or so. And then when you come, there's a road through the garden, believe it or not, there is actually a road through the garden, because Molly, when he bought the place, kept enlarging his garden. And they've actually never taken the road away, which I have to say in this country they probably would have done, rerouted the road, but they haven't in France. So you have to go under a little underpass, and then you go sort of down a little path and you go into the flower garden, and it's breathtaking. You walk around the corner and you're just in front of you is this cacophony of colour and flowers and trees and roses and bearded iris and pansies and every flower that you can imagine really that's out right now, and it is just breathtaking. It's the only word for me. It was really interesting. I posted a picture of myself the other day in the garden, and a friend of mine said, "You don't stand out. You normally stand out. You know, you're in your spiritual home." And actually, she was completely right. I hadn't realised it, but I actually was in a spiritual home of mine. It was absolutely incredible. So anyway, to the painting behind me. If you get a chance to go, please just go, because it's absolutely stunning. But buy your tickets in advance, because it is quite busy and there's a big queue to get in. So the painting behind me, obviously we've got light coming in the studio window, so some of it's a little bit shiny, but hopefully you can pick up some of the gold leaf and maybe some of the glitters and the metallics that's in the painting as well. So you've got here a beautiful tree, which if you do get to see in my film, is in the film. And it was the starkness of the tree trunk which really caught my gaze and my imagination as I was walking around the garden itself. So this beautiful old gnarled tree, it's wonderful. And I have to say, when a friend saw this, she'd seen the video and she was like, "Oh, that's just like the tree." So this is that old beautiful tree. And then here we've got some of the arches from the roses, and the roses were out, and the arches just in the garden just looked absolutely spectacular. So they really somehow had to be in the garden. And then it's just that cacophony of colour. This is what Molly's garden looks like. It's green and it's bright and it's colourful, and there are so many different flowers in here. So some of them which I don't even know the names of actually, but just they've stuck in my mind. When I go to gardens, I do sometimes take photographs just to remind myself, you know, if I know I'm not going to be creating in the next few days. And of course I was in France and hadn't taken any canvases or anything with me, because I was doing lots of other things World War I orientated, and went to Klimt light show in Paris, which was amazing as well, and I'll tell you more about that because I've got some ideas around that as well. So, you know, we've got some sort of, you know, beautiful green leaves here, lots of little sort of greenery, and we've got some other beautiful roses, some beautiful deep purple roses and pinks, and just, you know, sort of rose trees here, lots of beautiful rose trees, another rose tree here behind me, and just more roses in the picture, the bearded iris, you know, sort of more leaves here, daisies, we've got lupins, we've got my typical foxglove rendition here, so lots of foxgloves. Beautiful time of year to go for foxgloves. So lots of sort of daisies and gerberas and just massive big red poppies that just where they were just popping. So again, if you get a chance to see the film, which I will put up because I wanted to finish this painting to put on the end of the film, which I can now do because it's now finished, but the poppies were just popping. It was just, oh wow, it was so stunning. And anyone who knows me knows I know I love poppies. And there were different coloured poppies. I mean, there was just, oh, stunning colours. These white poppies which were just beautiful, and they had sort of pinky colour poppies, Oh, and some stunningly bright red poppies with yellow centres. They didn't look real. They looked crazy, completely crazy. Plastic almost, you know, a bright, shiny, synthetic material. They were just so beautiful. Yeah, and some of the sort of campanulas, you know, different ones, the dark purple ones, and then I think I've got some white ones on here somewhere. You lose track when you're painting of what you've actually put on. But anyway, I'd be really interested. Oh, delphiniums, there were gorgeous delphiniums out. I mean, amazing delphiniums as well. Oh, and alliums, stunning alliums. And as you can see, I'm just completely mesmerised and taken back to a new world when I'm talking about it. But anyway, if you have been thinking and it's on your bucket list, then just make a plan and go. The village of Giverny itself is absolutely beautiful. There's an art museum there, there's lots of galleries. So, you know, it's a full-on day, 2-day thing, really. So don't do what we did. We stayed the other side of Paris and travelled across, which took 3 hours. Worth every minute of it, I have to say. But if I were you, just do that as that side of Paris side of thing. So anyway, I'd be really interested to know what you think of the painting. I will post a picture if I can wherever I'm showing this film, just so you can get a full-on sort of square-on picture. But I'd just be really interested to know what you think. I don't feel it's the last one of the Monet's Gardens, obviously, and I'm fully intending to take my mum next year because it was just awesome. And hopefully my friend will come with us as well. For those of you who've not seen, I've also done a couple of water lilies which have been inspired by Monet's work as well, because I do love his water lily work. So have a look out for those as well. They're both on my website. All paintings obviously are for sale. I've got open studios coming up very soon, a week on Saturday, so that's the I can't remember, 24th, is it? 24th, maybe it's 24th, 23rd, 24th of June, where I've got my friend Lynn Collins is a sketcher with me, and I've also got Eve Marshall, who's an artist and felter, who I do a lot of work with as well. So I really hope you can join us. Come and see them in person, because obviously it's much better than just seeing an image on a screen, because you don't see the texture so much, and you don't see the glitter and the gold leaf picking up the light as the light changes during the day. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed my little foray into Monet's garden. Take care. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.